managing diabetes isn't just about your health, it's about your wallet too. For those of us over 50, the costs of medication, doctor visits, and constant monitoring can quickly add up, draining savings meant for things like retirement or spending time with loved ones. The truth is, managing diabetes can be expensive, and the foods we choose play a massive role in either cutting those costs or adding to them. But what if you could make better choices at the dinner table and, in doing so, stop spending so much on medications and treatments? Today, we'll look at the fastest way for diabetics to lower their blood sugar by avoiding 3 common foods that can be silently wrecking your finances and your blood sugar. These foods might seem harmless, but they could be the reason you're seeing higher doctor bills and more prescriptions. It's not about depriving yourself, it's about smarter choices that help you save money while taking control of your diabetes. Stay tuned, because by making just a few adjustments, you can improve your health without sacrificing your financial peace of mind. Now, let's explore these 3 foods you should stay away from if you're managing diabetes over 50. 1. Sweetened drinks. Sugary drinks are more than just a sweet treat on a hot day. For someone living with diabetes, they can quietly wreak havoc, sending blood sugar levels soaring faster than you might expect. At first glance, they may seem harmless: a can of soda with lunch, a glass of sweet tea at dinner, or a quick energy drink when you're feeling sluggish. But these seemingly innocent beverages often hide staggering amounts of sugar that flood your bloodstream in just minutes. For a body already struggling to process glucose, that sudden rush can be dangerous. Let's talk about fructose, the main type of sugar found in many sweetened beverages. Unlike glucose, fructose is processed almost entirely by the liver. When you consume too much fructose, especially in liquid form, your liver can quickly become overwhelmed. This doesn't just affect blood sugar, it also contributes to insulin resistance, the very condition at the heart of type 2 diabetes. What makes this worse is that fructose doesn't trigger the same fullness signals in your brain, so you're more likely to overconsume without even realizing it. That's why these drinks are so sneaky. A landmark study published in Circulation followed over 90,000 women for 8 years and found that those who drank 1 or more sugary beverages daily had a 25% higher risk of developing type 2 diabetes than those who rarely drank them. That's a powerful wake-up call. And it's not just about long-term risk. The immediate impact is just as troubling. 1 standard can of soda contains roughly 39 grams of sugar, nearly 10 teaspoons. That's more sugar than your body can comfortably handle in a short time, especially for someone with diabetes. What happens next is a rapid spike in blood sugar, followed by a crash that can leave you feeling exhausted, irritable, and foggy-headed. You might notice you're suddenly very thirsty, constantly running to the bathroom, or feeling oddly tired even if you haven't done much. These aren't just minor annoyances, they're important warning signs that your blood sugar is out of balance. If this cycle continues day after day, it puts tremendous stress on your kidneys, nerves, and even your eyesight. Over time, this can lead to permanent complications, including neuropathy, kidney failure, heart disease, and vision loss. It's heartbreaking because many of these issues could be prevented with a few simple choices. Now, here's the good news. The fastest way for a diabetic to lower blood sugar is surprisingly simple: say goodbye to sugary drinks. It's one of the most effective immediate steps you can take to protect your health. Switching to water, unsweetened teas, or sparkling water with a twist of lemon or cucumber not only hydrates your body but does so without spiking your blood sugar. You get the refreshment you need, and your body gets the break it desperately wants from that sugar overload. A woman once told me she started by replacing her daily sweet tea with a chilled herbal infusion, and just that one change made her feel clearer-headed, less bloated, and more energetic within days. She didn't realize how much those drinks were affecting her until she stopped, and her blood sugar numbers proved it. It's incredible what your body can do when you give it the right fuel. Choosing better drinks isn't just about control, it's about freedom. Freedom from fatigue, from the roller coaster of highs and lows, and from the long-term complications that can sneak up if you're not careful. Every time you choose water over a soda, you're sending your body a message: I've got you. I'm doing what's best for us. And that simple act of care can change everything. So, next time you're tempted by a sugary drink, remember what's really in that glass. Choose something that loves your body back. You'll feel the difference, not just in your blood sugar but in your energy, your focus, and your joy. Your health is worth every drop of that better choice. 2. White bread and refined grains. White bread might bring back warm memories, perhaps of childhood sandwiches, toasted breakfasts, or simple snacks. It's soft, familiar, and often feels like a quick solution when you're hungry. But if you're living with diabetes, what seems like a harmless slice of bread could quietly be working against you. Beneath that fluffy texture lies a troubling reality. Refined grains like white bread can cause sudden, sharp spikes in blood sugar, creating the perfect storm for long-term complications. What's the big deal with refined grains? It all starts during the refining process. The grain's most nutritious parts, the bran and germ, are stripped away, leaving behind only the starchy endosperm. This starchy core is rapidly digested by your body, quickly converting into glucose and flooding your bloodstream. For people with diabetes who already struggle to regulate blood sugar due to insulin resistance or deficiency, this rapid influx becomes a serious threat. To make matters worse, many store-bought white bread brands sneak in added sugars for better taste and texture. You might not even realize it, but just one slice can contain up to 3 grams of added sugar. Multiply that by 2 slices for a sandwich, and you've unknowingly consumed more sugar than your body may be able to handle at once. This hidden sugar, combined with the bread's high glycemic index, makes white bread a double danger for anyone trying to manage their blood sugar. A powerful study published in the Journal of Nutrition revealed that eating even just 1 serving of refined grains daily can raise the risk of developing type 2 diabetes by 30%. But that's not the only warning bell. In another major review published in Diabetes Care, researchers found that diets high in refined grains were consistently associated with higher fasting insulin levels and increased inflammation markers, both of which can fast-track diabetes complications like heart disease, neuropathy, and kidney damage. Refined grains are like stepping on the gas pedal too hard. All the fuel rushes in at once, leaving your engine sputtering. Now, contrast that with whole grains, whole wheat bread, brown rice, oatmeal, quinoa. These are the slow-release fuels your body needs. They contain natural fiber that acts like a brake, slowing down digestion and keeping your blood sugar stable. Instead of a sudden spike, you get a gentle, steady stream of energy that your body can handle with far less strain. A man in his 60s shared that after switching from white bread to whole grain rye, his blood sugar readings dropped by 15 points within a week. He was stunned, not because he had cut carbs completely, but because he had chosen the right kind of carbs. It turns out it's not about avoiding all bread, it's about choosing bread that works with your body, not against it. And here's a bonus tip that few people know. Sprouted grain bread made from whole grains that have begun to germinate offers even more blood sugar benefits. A study in the International Journal of Food Sciences and Nutrition found that sprouted grains lead to a significantly lower post-meal blood sugar response than even regular whole wheat bread. Plus, sprouting boosts nutrients like magnesium and B vitamins, which are critical for glucose metabolism. So, what's the fastest way to bring your blood sugar back under control? Stop eating white bread and other refined grains. This small, consistent change can be a game changer for your health. Replace them with whole grains that nourish your body and protect it from harmful spikes. Over time, you'll likely notice fewer energy crashes, better digestion, and more stable blood sugar readings. Choosing whole grains isn't just a dietary change, it's a lifestyle shift. Each time you build a sandwich with hearty whole grain bread or scoop a warm bowl of oatmeal instead of pouring sugary cereal, you're doing more than feeding your body. You're fortifying your future, protecting your vision, your heart, your kidneys, and your peace of mind. So, let's take that step together. Say goodbye to white bread and welcome the warm, nutty richness of whole grains into your life. Your body will thank you with better energy, clearer thinking, and a much lower risk of diabetes complications. It's a simple swap with extraordinary results. 3. Full-fat dairy products. When most people think of dairy, it brings to mind comfort, maybe a warm glass of milk before bed, the creamy richness of a favorite cheese, or the familiar tang of morning yogurt. For many seniors, these are more than just foods. They're memories, traditions, and moments of joy. But if you're living with diabetes, it's time to take a closer look at what full-fat dairy may be doing beneath the surface, because what feels nourishing to the soul may be quietly working against your health. Let's talk about the hidden culprit, saturated fat. This type of fat, commonly found in whole milk, heavy cream, and full-fat cheeses, can silently interfere with how your body processes sugar. Saturated fats have been shown to reduce insulin sensitivity, meaning your body becomes less responsive to insulin, the hormone that helps regulate blood sugar. For people with diabetes, this is like taking an already delicate balance and making it even more unstable. A groundbreaking study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition uncovered a stunning truth. Diets rich in saturated fat led to a 40% increase in insulin resistance. That means your cells don't respond to insulin as they should, leaving more sugar floating in your bloodstream. Over time, this can translate into higher A1C levels, more blood sugar swings, and an increased risk of serious complications. But saturated fat doesn't stop there. It has another trick up its sleeve. It fuels the accumulation of visceral fat, the deep, dangerous fat that wraps around your organs like an invisible threat. You can't pinch it, you might not even notice it, but it's there. And for diabetics, this type of fat spells danger. People with high levels of visceral fat experience greater insulin resistance, higher fasting glucose levels, and significantly increased inflammation, a trifecta of trouble for blood sugar management. Margaret, a 68-year-old retired teacher, shared that she always loved her evening ritual, a slice of cheddar with crackers and a tall glass of whole milk. But after her diagnosis, her endocrinologist suggested she swap those out for low-fat options. Within 2 months of making that single change, her morning fasting glucose dropped by 20 points. "I didn't give up dairy," she said, "I just made smarter choices." And there's yet another concern: heart disease, the #1 killer of people with diabetes. Full-fat dairy, with its load of saturated fat, can raise LDL cholesterol, often dubbed the bad cholesterol. Over time, high LDL contributes to plaque buildup in your arteries, choking blood flow and increasing the risk of heart attacks and strokes. People with diabetes already face elevated cardiovascular risks. Adding more saturated fat into the mix is like pouring fuel on a smoldering fire. A major study in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology warned that diabetics who consume high levels of saturated fat face a 50% higher risk of developing heart disease. That's not a statistic to take lightly. It's a wake-up call and a powerful reason to rethink what's in your fridge. So, what can you do today? The fastest way for a diabetic to improve insulin sensitivity and lower blood sugar is to swap full-fat dairy for lighter, heart-healthier alternatives. Choose non-fat or low-fat yogurt. Switch to skim milk or unsweetened almond milk and try reduced fat cheeses in your favorite dishes. These small changes don't mean sacrificing taste, they mean empowering your body to function better. If you're craving something creamy, try this tip from a diabetes nutritionist in California. Blend low-fat Greek yogurt with cinnamon and a few fresh berries. It's a blood sugar-friendly snack that satisfies cravings without spiking your glucose. Or, take a cue from Mediterranean diets, where small amounts of feta or ricotta are used sparingly alongside fiber-rich vegetables, creating a balance that supports heart and metabolic health. The goal isn't to eliminate joy from your diet, it's to align your habits with your health. That warm glass of milk? Make it skim or almond. That delicious dollop of sour cream? Try a spoon of low-fat Greek yogurt instead. It's about making mindful swaps that protect your body from the inside out. Because diabetes isn't just about blood sugar readings, it's about your heart, your brain, your independence. And every bite is a choice. Will you choose foods that weigh your body down or ones that lift it up? So today, take a bold step. Open your fridge, look at your dairy, and start swapping. Your body, and especially your heart, will thank you. Don't let creamy indulgence cloud your path to better health. Make the change now, because the best time to care for your future is today. We've just revealed 3 foods that might silently sabotage your blood sugar and possibly your wallet too. Because let's face it, dealing with diabetes isn't just about health, it's about avoiding the crushing costs of medications, complications, and hospital visits. Every smart food choice you make today can save you hundreds, even thousands, in the future. That's the kind of control over your health and finances that truly empowers you. This isn't just about avoiding danger, it's about choosing the fastest way for a diabetic to lower blood sugar while protecting your financial freedom. You deserve to live a full, energized life without the burden of skyrocketing medical bills weighing you down.